One patient in particular, Bob, he was a custom wearer, which you'll hear later in the interview as well. He was very satisfied with what he was hearing, very experienced. He's actually done studies with other manufacturers. And so it was very interesting to get his feedback as a benchmark from the product to what he was actually hearing.
Thinking about my hearing loss, I think my hearing loss probably started with my wife. She kept talking to me and I wasn't able to hear everything she said. She had to keep repeating herself a lot. So finally, I decided, we both decided that I should maybe see an audiologist. I've been retired for 14 years, so 2002 is when I actually first started noticing it. I do have coffee 2 or 3 times a week with 3 of my buddies. When I first started wearing these hearing aids, the first time I went for coffee, to me it wasn't noticeable, but to them it was, because I could really hear basically everything they're saying. Before I'd get like bits and pieces, and sometimes I wouldn't catch the right word, and they'd be snickering, laughing a little bit, jokingly. But now with these, I don't miss anything. I mean, I hear everything they say.
We brought Bob in to actually see the whole line of how we customize the product and what steps his hearing aids went through as we actually tested the product. We started actually in Shell Lab at the modeling center, where he was able to see how we designed the shell based on the hybrid, the mics and the receivers, and how it actually fits into that shell. We then took Bob over to the 3D printing area, where he was able to see layer by layer how the shell is actually being built. After they're printed, we took Bob to the wiring area. And there it's really unique because we are able then to design the shell based on the patient's needs with power level and also the geometry of their ear to ensure that we have the smallest device. We take that based off of what was actually modeled in Shell Lab. So the next part of the process is the closing area. And in this area, we actually take the RSM modeling and we close the product with all of the mics, receivers, hybrid, ensuring that we have got the highest stability of the product, which provides the best performance for our customers. The last step in the process is quality control, and each product goes through a series of tests to ensure that it meets ANSI standards, but we also want to ensure that it meets Phonak's highest standards to make sure that it's perfect before it leaves our doors to go to our customers. In fact, we are really proud. Phonak Virto V offers more performance in a smaller size than any other custom device.
These are mine. They look beautiful. Thank you. Wow. My old hearing aids are Phonak custom hearing aids. They're approximately 4 years old. With the new Phonaks, it's a world of difference. It's like night and day. You can hear everything clearer, and the tones, everything, the music is clearer. Everything just seems like the world opened up to me more so than before.